Hello, welcome back to International Scholars. In this video, we will go through the fully funded Australia Award Scholarship for international students to undergo full-time undergraduate and postgraduate study in Australia starting from 2024. Before we get started, please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you. The Australia Award Scholarships, which are administered by the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, have been established as long-term awards to meet the development needs of partner countries based on bilateral and regional agreements. These scholarships offer people from developing nations the opportunity to pursue full-time undergraduate or postgraduate study at participating Australian universities and technical and further education institutions. By providing study and research opportunities, the scholarships enable individuals to enhance their skills and knowledge, thereby empowering them to drive change and make valuable contributions to their own country's development. Australia Award scholarships are granted for the minimum period required for the awardee to complete their specified academic program at an Australian higher education institution, including any preparatory training. The academic fees component of the scholarship covers the mandatory fees that apply to international students, as well as the course costs. The scholarship also includes mobilization, which is a one-time payment for an economy class airfare from the awardee's home country to Australia via the most direct and cost-effective route at the beginning of the scholarship. Visa expenses, such as visa processing and medical checks, are also covered by the scholarship. An introductory academic program that spans 4 to 6 weeks and is mandatory for all awardees upon their arrival in Australia. Failing to attend the IAP may result in the forfeiture of the scholarship. Establishment allowance, which is a contribution of 5,000 Australian dollars towards various expenses such as rental bonds, textbooks, study materials, additional medical insurance, home contents insurance, etc. Contribution to living expenses, also known as a stipend, at a rate of 94.53 Australian dollars per day, which amounts to approximately 30,000 Australian dollars per annum. The scholarship also provides overseas student health cover, which covers the basic medical costs of DFAT awardees. The scholarship offers supplementary academic support as a support service, which institutions may use to assist awardees in successfully completing their academic studies. The funds allocated for this purpose can be expended at a rate of 500 Australian dollars every 6 months that the awardee is on scholarship, and they are used for eligible activities on behalf of the awardee. The student services amenities fee is covered by the scholarship and pays for the provision of necessary student services by the institutions. Upon the completion of the scholarship provides a one-time payment for completion travel, which covers a single economy class airfare from Australia to the awardee's home country via the most direct and economical route. Other benefits of the scholarship includes, in-country and in Australia preparatory programs, and institutions assess whether awardees need to undertake such programs before starting their main course of study. Additionally, unaccompanied awardees who have a scholarship period of 2 years or more are eligible for the reunion airfare, which is paid by the Global Education and Scholarships section to the institution. Awardees undertaking a PhD or Master's by Research or coursework with a compulsory fieldwork component are eligible for funding for fieldwork travel. Lastly, the scholarship program offers disability support for eligible awardees. Eligible awardees are entitled to individual reasonable accommodations provided by DFAT. To be eligible for an Australia Award Scholarship, applicants must demonstrate their ability to succeed academically and overcome the challenges associated with studying in Australia. This includes being proficient in English, adapting to living in a foreign country with potentially different cultural norms, and meeting rigorous academic requirements. Applicants should possess qualities of maturity and resilience, as these are highly valued traits. It is recommended that applicants research the living and studying conditions in Australia to ensure that they are suitable for their needs. Pre-existing conditions should also be considered, as the stress of undertaking the scholarship may aggravate these. To be considered for an Australia Award Scholarship, applicants must meet the following eligibility requirements. You must be at least 18 years old on the 1st of February of the year in which the scholarship will commence. You must be citizens of a participating country as listed on the Australia Awards website, and apply for the scholarship from their country of citizenship. You must not be an Australian citizen, hold permanent residency in Australia, or be seeking to permanently live in Australia. You must not be married to, engaged to, or in a de facto relationship with a person who is eligible to hold Australian or New Zealand citizenship or permanent residency. Applicant shouldn't be serving military personnel. Applicant must not have previously received a long-term Australia award within the last 4 years. You must not have convictions for criminal activities, including those related to child protection and preventing sexual exploitation in your home country. Applicant must meet any specific criteria established by the program area or the government of their country of citizenship, such as having worked a certain number of years in an appropriate sector. You must satisfy the admission requirements of the institution where you will undertake the award. If you do not, the program area may withdraw the award offer. Applicants must meet all requirements of the Department of Home Affairs to hold a student visa. If they cannot satisfy these requirements, the program area may withdraw the award offer. Applicants cannot apply for a scholarship for a course of study at an academic level lower than they have already achieved. Applicants must disclose any connections or relationships with staff employed at program areas or managing contractors to ensure transparency and proper management of their application. To support their scholarship application, applicants must submit various documents, including but not limited to a certified copy of their original formal degree graduation certificate, and if not in English, a certified translation of the degree. They must also provide a certified copy of their original formal academic transcripts in English, along with a certified copy of a citizenship document and their original birth certificate in English. Applicants should also include a CV detailing their work history, responsibilities, and research experience if applicable, at least one academic referee report and one other referee report, with Masters by Research or PhD applicants submitting 2 academic referee reports. Applicants must provide a certified copy of their original English language test such as IELTS or TOEFL results certificate, which must be valid until January 1st of the year in which the studies will commence. PhD candidates must provide evidence such as letter or email communication of in-principle support for their research topic from a potential supervisor. For PhD candidates who receive an Australia Award scholarship, an additional research proposal must be submitted to program areas to present to institutions. English proficiency requirements. DFAT's English language requirements state that an applicant or awardee will meet the requirements if their first language is English or if they have undertaken their education in English, as evidenced by their academic transcripts. If an awardee does not meet DFAT's English language requirements, they must provide an academic English language test result that meets the institution's requirements before commencing their approved main course of study. The accepted English language tests are IELTS, TOEFL, and PTE Academic. Awardees' English language test results must be valid as of January 1st of the year in which they commence their studies in Australia, and they must meet the institution's requirements if they are higher than DFAT's requirements. All Australia Award scholarship awardees must meet the following English language requirement: an academic IELTS result with an overall score of at least 6.5, with no band less than 6.0, an internet-based TOEFL score of at least 84, with a minimum of 21 in all subtests, or PTE academic overall score of 58 with no communicative skill score less than 50. There are 2 ways to apply for an Australia Award scholarship: online and by mail. To apply online, refer to your relevant participating country profile for the application portal link, except for Indonesia and the Philippines, which have a different link provided in their respective profiles. During registration, you will be asked eligibility questions and given a unique registration number, username, and password. You can save a draft application form and update it, along with your supporting documents, until the closing date specified on your country's profile. Once you submit your application online, you cannot make any further changes. Therefore, it is advisable to submit it well before the closing date to avoid peak usage and delays. You can refer to the applicant's online user manual for assistance with the online application process. If you are unable to apply online, you can submit a hard copy application by mail. Check your participating country profile for contact information to obtain the necessary application forms and templates, such as referee reports, if applicable. Make sure to submit completed hard copy application forms and supporting documentation by the deadline specified on your country's profile. The opening and closing dates for each country can also be found there. All required documents are available in the description below. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you.